Right now, when you go back in time at McDonald's, you can bring home special Stone Age souvenirs or uniquely chiseled bedrock mugs.
These will look great with my bone china.
They're made of the latest Stone Age material.
Super Toy Run, a game-grabbing, toy-snagging rampage through a KB Toy Works store. Nickelodeon created it, and only Nickelodeon's got it.
Hey, do not insult this animal's autonomy. She can decide who her papa is. What's it gonna be, girl, huh? Original recipe or Van Milder here? Ah, that's funny. I can gently tap the fourth wall, too. The proposal. What the fuck was that? Bitch, you think that's what I do?
Both of you, shut up.
News alert. Someone is stealing Gotham City's power supply. Danger of citywide blackout.
When you want a Diet Coke,
Good evening and welcome to Nerddom's Poll List. We made it. We made it, everybody. Welcome, welcome. Happy Wednesday. Happy Poll List Day. Nerdy Day. Wed Nerds Day. Wed Nerds Day. That's what we should call it now. What's up, Brett? How are you, dude? Welcome, welcome. It was a long day. Happy Poll Day. That also sounds weird. Yeah, we'll find something. We'll find something. And guess what? We actually read some comic books over the weekend, but we didn't have as much time as we wanted to, unfortunately. Happy Patriot Day. Yes. Yes. Just sucks to happen on today, you know. But yeah, I would say Happy Patriot Day. It's a somber, yeah. That's what I was gonna say. It's not happy. It's more so, crap kind of day. You know what I mean? Yeah, it sucks, but yeah. I mean, hope all is well with everybody, and you know, today is just a day of remembrance, and yeah, that's basically, yeah, I don't know what to say about that one, really. It's just, we all know, everyone who is living really knows and can tell you where they were exactly at that moment. I was very young. I was like 11. I just turned 12, actually. And I actually used to watch cartoons in the morning. Got some cartoons on right now. I used to watch cartoons, and my dad was like, hey, did you see the news? And I'm like, no, I didn't see the news. I was watching cartoons. Later, Dad. And I left the house. And then I went to my neighbor's house to pick him up because we walked to school. And yeah, it was on the TV, and I was shocked. Utterly shocked. It was insane. So I didn't even know until I went to my buddy's house at like 7. So that was like an hour after it started, I think. Insane. Yeah, and I wish like everyone would take the lesson of, you know, coming together, community, that kind of thing. But it doesn't. And it kind of now falls on deaf ears. We remember, we carry on. That's true. We carry on, we remember, and we never forget. That's basically it. I don't know if that's now like a... I don't know if that's a dog whistle term now. Is that a dog whistle term? Never forget? I don't know. But in any case, it was a somber day. It is a somber day. But we're here to talk nerdy stuff. And I wouldn't say that's what everybody wants, but we remember. Is it? We remember, but we carry on. We do the things that we like, and we remember everything from them. So yeah, I don't know. There is some nerdiness to talk about, and kind of some nerdy legality stuff to talk about, which is kind of fun. It's kind of fun. Did you guys hear about the lawsuit with Disney? This is really interesting to me because this kind of goes into AI and replicating actors' faces and stuff like that. So, nerd law. That'd be kind of funny. So let's talk about this. Disney is going to trial for using Peter Cushing's likeness in Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Now, if you watched my Rogue One review, you know that I love Rogue One. It is one of my favorite things. And honestly, the actor who played Tarkin did a great job. I think he did a great job. I think we could have gotten away with just having prosthetics somehow, or maybe a mask. But I mean, would you? Why did they go to court for this, and I guess not Rebels or Clone Wars? Maybe it's because that was like a animated version of Tarkin versus this was like a full-on recreation of the person. This is going to be a big trial for the rights of likeness, owning a likeness, and depending on someone's contracts, they might be able to use a likeness. So for instance, we also lost, oh my god, why am I blanking? He just passed. James Earl Jones. We just lost him, which is another Star Wars thing. Rest in peace. You are amazing actor, amazing voice actor, that kind of thing. Yep, James Earl Jones, my bad. You know, we got Sandlot, we got, of course, Star Wars, we got Mufasa, voice again. Amazing voice, insane. But if you remember in the Obi-Wan Kenobi show, they used Respeecher. They used an AI replication of his voice. Now, did he sign away his rights to Disney? Yes, he already signed his voice to Disney. The estate benefits, that's good. That's good. Now, did they have the same agreement with Peter Cushing's estate? So that's what I really wanted to look at here. A legal battle that has been brewing for years. I want to see like what the ads are. My ads are women capsules. Prilosec OTC. Okay, just letting you know. Legal battle has been brewing for years and now going to trial with the High Court in London, ruling that Tyburn Film Productions can proceed with their lawsuit against Disney and Lucasfilm for using the late Peter Cushing's likeness in 2016's Rogue One: A Star Wars Story. Dude, legal stuff moves so slowly. People expect legal issues to get sorted out really quickly, but no, it takes years. Years and years of people, you know, dark night hours reading over these laws and reading over what they're writing. It's kind of like legislation in that regard. The Gareth Edwards directed movie, which went on to gross 1 billion worldwide. Grats. Hopefully you got some after DVD Blu-ray sales too. I never bought it on Blu-ray. Sad. Featured the return of A New Hope's villainous Grand Moff Tarkin, with Industrial Lights and Magic's advanced computer-generated technology used to resurrect the legendary actor for several scenes. It was one of the first examples of a studio employing what's come to be known as digital necromancy. Come on, guys. Can you guys give a freaking better name to that? Please? That's fudged. To bring a deceased actor's character back to the screen, but far from the last, and it always results in a significant amount of backlash. Most recently, the late Ian Holmes likeness was used for an android in Alien Romulus. Ah, crap. Spoiler. I don't really care. I haven't seen it. I think the name is appropriately macabre. It is. It fits. We also saw the spirit of Harold Ramis's Egon Spengler. Oh, yeah, in Ghostbusters Afterlife. Right. Okay. No. In 2019, Tyburn Film Productions, which is run by one of Cushing's oldest friends, Kevin Francis, claimed that the company had entered into an agreement with the actor prior to his death, which would prevent the reproduction of his likeness through special effects without their consent. Disney has attempted to get the bid thrown out several times, which, if you know Disney, they are hardcore about this. But a judge has now ruled that the case will go to trial. In this ruling, the judge said that while he was far from persuaded, quote-unquote, that Tyburn Film Productions would succeed in its claim, the case was not unarguable, and a full factual inquiry was needed. The trial will now take place at a later date. What do you make of the development? I make of the development that I think Disney will do anything they can to not pay money. I think they are in a tough spot right now financially, and any way they can save $1, they're going to. I don't know if that's just a thing of business or a thing of Disney, but yeah, that's that. Pretty crazy stuff, and I think that's going to be a big issue moving forward with a bunch of movies. I think it is. What's this ad? Same thing. Lufthansa. I do want to get away. So yeah, that's a pretty crazy story. The next story, I don't know if you guys heard about this one, but Josh Brolin was up for Hal Jordan, Green Lantern. I don't know how you feel about that. I don't like it. I think Josh Brolin has already been Cable. I think Josh Brolin has already been Thanos. He's good. I think we need to find someone who is a no-name, and I think that no-name, not that I think the superhero, the Green Lantern, can carry a no-name. We don't need a crazy, way too old too. They're trying to go for a grizzled Hal Jordan. It's a Disney thing. Other businesses are well run. I mean, I think they're all trying to save a buck or two, honestly. Josh Brolin and Matthew McConaughey turning down the opportunity to play Hal Jordan in Lanterns. A new rumor claims to shed light on who is next on DC Studios' list. Here's the current frontrunner. DC's old Justice League. Yeah, they're trying to... Maybe they'll start with like Hal Jordan as the grizzled old version. What's up, Lewis? How are you, man? Hope you had a good weekend, dude. Happy Wednesday. But somber Wednesday as well. When the news broke that Josh Brolin was being eyed for the role of Hal Jordan in Lanterns, it was apparent that DC Studios had pretty unique plans for the character in the DCU. The Old Timers League. Yeah, they're gonna have old Aquaman too, like the blonde, long-haired, long-beard Aquaman. Is that what they're gonna have? Ugh. With a hook. He better have a hook hand at least, or a blade hand. This isn't overly surprising, particularly. Oh wait, shoot. We've since learned that the Avengers Infinity War star had passed on the HBI series. HBI? I don't know what that means. As has Deadpool and Wolverine's Matthew McConaughey. He was in there? Wasn't he a voice? Oh yeah, he was a voice. He was a voice of Deadpool head. Or Headpool. This isn't overly surprising, particularly when there's such a stigma surrounding the franchise thanks to 2011's Green Lantern. I think we can make a new Green Lantern. I think that it has been way long enough to get rid of that memory. Ryan Reynolds even forgot about it. Like, why doesn't everybody bring that up about Ryan Reynolds? Oh, he's Green Lantern. Deadpool sucks. Like, what? Today, Scooper, and take this with a grain of salt. My time to shine. Hello. Wasn't he Cowboy Deadpool? Oh yeah, he was Cowboy Deadpool. My bad. Nathan Fillion was Headpool. Nathan Fillion was Headpool. You're right. You're right. When's that coming? Nolan North was Headpool? Oh man, see, I'm all around. And did Nolan North? Let me see. Nathan Fillion. I think. It'd be funny with Nolan North, because he did the voice of Deadpool in the game. Lady Pool, Kid Pool, Baby Pool, Welsh Pool. Yeah. Headpool. Yeah. Yeah, it was Nathan Fillion. That'd be cool to have Nolan North, though. He should have been in there, honestly. There's going to be a live-action Naruto movie. We'll have to look at that. Are you a big fan of Naruto? My buddy is, but I never got into it. My time to shine, hello. Take that with a grain of salt. Has chimed in to claim Ewan McGregor is next. Then Chris Pine. But Chris Pine was already the love interest of Wonder Woman. So the Obi-Wan Kenobi star is at the top of DC Studios' list, and if he says no, it's down to Star Trek's James T. Kirk. Should the Wonder Woman star also decline the offer, and he's never known much interest in starring in another superhero project after that, and Spider-Man Into the Spider-Verse. Oh yeah, I forgot he was in that. It'll be back to the drawing board for James Gunn. Nardo was peak for a while. I heard cool things about Shippuden. Is that the cool one? Naruto Shippuden. I think that's the name how you say it. It was recently reported that they're eyeing Josh Brolin because their vision for Hal Jordan is to have him as an older, gruff, no-nonsense mentor to a young and reckless Jon Stewart. And as we know, Brolin excels at playing the grumpy type. I guess. At the time, the DCU was also described as world very different from ours and far removed from the DCEU. Heroes have been around for ages, and we'll see how it affected this world's history and has shaped the DCU. So, it looks like heroes have been around for a while. You're bored? Oh, I just want to talk about these stories, that's all. He's too old. Feature various projects set across different timelines, not just present day, so more in line with the approach of Star Wars and Marvel. Oh, so they're gonna be peppered around through time with the DCU. Make me hurt, man. Make me hurt. I was cautious about DC Studios before, but now I'm not so certain it's gonna be good. The idea of a grizzled Hal Jordan is boring to me. Yeah, I feel that. Dude, like, we've already seen it in Spider-Man. We've already seen it in... What else have we seen it in? We've seen it, I guess, with Logan. We've seen it so many times. And that is one thing that I forgot to mention in my Space Marine 2 review. And it made me mad because someone else said it. I was watching a review and someone else said it before me. And they said, when talking about the story, I was trying to keep it very, very spoiler-free for anybody. But, like, honestly, the spoilers... Looking back on it, it's not a big deal. Like, this game's story is purely... it's just like...
War, brotherhood, war, brother. Bad guy, die. War, brother. Honor, glory.
It's like that. It's like, that's the story. I wish I put that in the video. But the guy was talking about how the story was great as a video game, and that's all it needed to be. And that was a good point. You know, people are so now kind of bored with like, oh I'm saving my sister, my brother into this thing, and they're staring at the mirror and crying and breaking down. It's like, no, this is Warhammer, dude. This is Warhammer. This is straight up insanity, dark, violent, brutal stuff. So what I mean to get to it is that kind of stuff we're getting tired of. It's now a fad. The fad has gone too long with that type of story. We need something else. And the problem is, a lot of people have gotten into places of power with telling stories like that. They don't know what to do or anything else. They don't know how to do anything else. So, they got some talent who could play Hal Jordan, like Glenn Powell, Miles Teller, Hunter Parrish, Richard Madden. Not these geezers. Yeah. They do need to have. You think? Do you think Glenn Powell is good enough for that kind of thing? I honestly haven't seen him since Top Gun. I didn't watch his movie on Netflix. I didn't watch his movie with what's her face, the chick from Madam Web. I didn't watch those movies. I didn't watch. What else was he in? He was in a couple other movies. Oh, and also, are you guys excited for Joker movie? I forgot that was coming out. Joker 2 release date. Glenn Powell is good. Is a good cast for Kyle Rayner. See, do you want them to skip Hal Jordan and get to a different Green Lantern? Like they were thinking about having Hal Jordan and also have training Jon Stewart, you know. October 4th. Joker 2 looks interesting but not good. Isn't Kyle Rayner Hispanic? Is he? He might be. Let's see. I know Hal, but John is my. So did you watch the animated series a lot? Because I feel the same way. Growing up, to me, it was Jon Stewart. Wally West is my Flash. Right. So did you watched Justice League, huh? Kyle Rayner is based out of LA. That's cool. I don't think I ever knew that. I don't mind if they do things differently. I encourage it. I would have chosen Diego Luna as Kyle Rayner. Is he too old? I think he's got some gray hairs, right? New era, new heroes. I'm down. He was a graphic artist who was given the final Green Lantern ring by the Last Guardian so he could become the defender of the universe. I didn't know he was a graphic artist. That makes sense if you're a graphic artist. I wish he was maybe a cartoonist. That'd be kind of funny. For some kids around today, Miles Morales is their Spider-Man. True. True. I guess. I don't know. I still feel like they lean on Peter Parker too much. You got the Peter Parker in the movies. You got the Peter Parker in Spider-Verse. So, I don't know. I might push back on that. But yeah, Joker 2, I'm not so interested. I'm not so sure I'm going to make it to the theaters for that one. It's going to be on HBO in a couple weeks afterwards, right? No joke, that really did make me mad when I saw someone say that about Space Marine. I was like, dang it, that's a good point. And I was kind of thinking it, but I didn't say it. All right, we don't have the thing up. I was like, did I have the screen up? Because I have my poll list up here. Are we ready to get into the poll list? Are we ready? How does my voice sound? Not sure either. The first one was good, but I don't think it needed a sequel. I don't think so either. I feel like it's going to retread a lot of the thematics from the first one. I'm not sure if it's going to bring anything new to the tale, to the story. I'm not sure. It does make me interested though. Like I'm like curious. We'll see. It comes out October 4th. So we have some time. And by the way, we do have Comic-Con returning registration in a week and a half. So we'll see. I was kind of like, should I live stream it? Should I live stream Comic-Con tickets? That'd be kind of funny. In Spider-Verse 1, they literally killed Peter Parker off to rip. Yeah, rip. To argue that this isn't about Spider-Man, that guy over there is Spider-Man. Yeah. In Spider-Verse 2, there was the literal hordes of spider people, and it centered around one. Yeah. But they were spider people. I'm just kidding. We also have LA Comic-Con. That's coming up October. Is that October 4th? Oh my god, it is October 4th. Oh my god. I forgot LA Comic-Con is October 4th. I kind of want to go for one day, which sucks because the last time I went to a Comic-Con, I got sick. So, we'll see. Video game Miles misses the mark. That's true. I forgot that the video game also, Spider-Man, was Peter Parker. And they did have Miles Morales in there, but Peter Parker was still the Spider-Man in there. I didn't play any of them. Honestly, I was going to when it came out on PC 2 years ago for like Halloween or something, but I never did. I never did. I didn't want to spend the money. I saved the money this year for, we got a couple of great games else to play. So we're going to finish up a Space Marine this weekend. We're going to give it some multiplayer games. And then give a review next week on the multiplayer. I'm going to read a crap load of comics. So I don't really want to do too many videos. And I did... This isn't my knick-knack. But I did get... What? Oh, I did get a package in the mail. And I'm curious if this should be the knick-knack of the week, or if I should make a separate video of this. So, it's not Rippaverse. It's not Rippaverse. So let me know if you want to see a video. I do have another knick-knack in the room. I forgot where it is. But I got another knick-knack in the room. Okay, ready for the pull list? Let's do it. I don't remember when this title came out. Let's make this a little brighter, why don't we? Bloop. There we go. I don't remember when this came out, but it did pique my interest, and I kind of kicked myself. Can it be a knick-knack and a video? I'm curious. It can be. It can be. Yeah, you're right. It can be. I was going to do a separate video on it. I was going to record it separately. Yeah, we can do both. Why not? So this came out a couple weeks ago, and I've been eyeing it for a while. I had to choose between this one and the 85th anniversary, and I decided to go back and grab it. This was a big purchase, but this is old. But this is Aliens versus Avengers. I had to grab it. I had to grab it. I wanted to see what kind of gruesomeness they get into with this. I wanted to see what happens to the heroes in this universe, where this universe is. Supposedly it's 20th Century Studios. I don't know if this is going to take place in like a different Marvel dimension that has xenomorphs, or xenomorphs come into the other dimension. We'll see. I'm excited. It's got Hickman, Ribic, and Savorsina. And this was $7.99, guys. So $7.99. But it's something that we'll have forever. So I'm excited for this one. The Aliens vs. Avengers, issue number 1. Like I said, it's a little bit older, but I wanted to show you guys that one. It's a nice cover. Alright, the first one for this week. We continue the Marvel's Ultimate line with this week's release of Ultimate Black Panther, issue number 8. Pretty cool. What we have here is Khonshu and Ra have taken over the continent of Africa, and they're on their way to try to take over Wakanda. Now, Wakanda is fighting back with, of course, T'Challa. He's also got, he has a sister who's helping him out. You read Predator versus Black Panther? I didn't read that one, no. I missed that one. Was that one good? Was that one good? I'm trying to remember her name. He's got Okoye, he's got Storm, he has Killmonger. Storm and Killmonger are, in this story, they're kind of shacked up, per se. They've been fighting the powers of Khonshu and Ra the whole time. But he, T'Challa is married to, I think, Okoye. Yeah. Okoye in this one. But we have on the cover Khonshu, which I think he just calls himself Moon Knight. Or actually, Moon Knights are kind of like a terrorist force in here. Shuri is his sister. Yes, yes. So Shuri is in here, and she is helping out T'Challa. But yes, Okoye is married to him in this one, I believe. I could be wrong. Let me see. I'd hate to put out bad information. Ooh, he's naked. Yeah, so Storm and Killmonger have kind of shacked up in this one. Yeah, Queen Okoye. High Mentor of the Dora Milaje. That's what I like about the Ultimate Universe too. They actually give you a cast of characters. It's pretty cool. It like catches you up on the story. Marvel's been doing that a lot recently. They also did it with the Blood Hunt. Storm looks cool. T'Challa, Eric Killmonger, Shuri, Woman at Arms and T'Challa's sister, Queen Okoye, High Mentor of the Dora Milaje, Matron Imala, who is the Sacred Mother of the Vodou Khan. The Vodou Khan is kind of like this religious sect in Wakanda, and they're kind of like oracles, kind of. Think of the oracles from 300, kind of. And then you have Ra and Khonshu, member of the Maker's Council. And then, of course, the whole Ultimate Universe is because of the Maker. Recently read Black Panther Blood Hunt. That was the crossover, right? How was that one? Did you get the mainline Blood Hunt? But that is issue number 8 of Ultimate Black Panther. Dude, I remember when the Ultimate series was starting last year. I was really excited. I think they announced it at Comic-Con or New York Comic-Con. Black Panther Blood Hunt. That's a cool cover. He did turn into a vampire. Did you get the whole miniseries? That's cool. Out of 3, I liked it. They were doing this too. 1 out of 3. I liked that. That's sick. That's sick. I wish I got more of the crossovers, but yeah, the only ones I got were, I think I got one for Werewolf by Night, and I got one. Shoot, who else did I get? Of course, I got Vengeance and the Moon Knight. I don't remember if I got any other ones. And then for Absolute Power, I'm getting Absolute Power Amanda Waller. Okay, this next one is from Image. This has been some people's #1 story with Ghost Machine. And this is Geiger, issue number 6. Very cool. You see Geiger. I call him Nuclear Knight, but I forget his name. Again, this is a $3.99 title. You're saving $1 versus going for like a Marvel mainline or a DC mainline, and they give you quality covers and quality stories, man. This great art, good stuff in here. The story of Geiger, and I call him Nuclear Knight again, making their way across the country. It's really cool to see. It looks like we're running into a pack of wild dogs this time, and a couple of hunters. So, really digging the story. I liked it when it slowed down and got a little bit more personal too. So, of course, Geiger and the Nuclear Knight kind of have to grow as friends, grow and actually start caring for each other. So that was cool to see. And then the last one, even more so. So we are on issue number 6, which is still insane. Insane that we made it this far already. And I wasn't joking. Time is moving faster. That's Geiger, issue number 6. We have a very, very good variety of comics this week. Good variety from a bunch of different sources. This next one, I actually did read the last issue before the weekend, over the weekend. And this is from DC. And this is Absolute Power tie-in of Green Lantern, which is issue number 15. Pretty cool cover. You get a little bit of a hint of what Hal Jordan in this story has been up to. So he actually, that's kind of a funny cover. He did get captured by Amanda Waller in this Absolute Power crossover. He then was able to break his way out. He of course has an Amazo that's after him, but this Amazo has been sucking up not only the power of someone, it sucked up the power, the consciousness, kind of the emotions, the empathy from the person. So this Amazo has been kind of easy to trick, kind of easy to get under its skin, and yeah, Hal Jordan's able to mess with them a little bit, but he also gets he goes through the weapon stash of Amanda Waller, and he grabs a bunch of people's tools, and it's pretty cool. He uses, you know, a couple of weird, wacky instruments to just get away from the soldiers and the Amazo. It's a crazy ride. You love Amazo stories? That you should be looking into this. There's Amazos galore. That's their main goal. It's Failsafe, which is Robo Batman, and Brainiac Queen have basically made crazy powerful Amazos. And there's a bunch of them. I must say, DC's universe is absolutely insane. Like Marvel's universe, kind of, it's crazy at some points, but it kind of makes more sense in my brain. DC's universe is just balls out there, way out there. It's cool. It's cool. But this is Adams, Passarin, Albert, and Ferraro Jr. And at the end, we did see Hal Jordan, and I'll probably talk about it again in my reviews. We did see Hal Jordan use a magic wand and kind of teleport his way out of the weapon stash, and then he meets up with, I do believe it's Superman, Batman, and Wonder Woman, but I could be remembering wrong. But this is going to be issue number 15, which is an Absolute Power crossover. Absolute Power tie-in. Green Lantern. Pretty cool little image, too, of him wearing his bomber jacket. Again, I'm really happy I jumped into that Green Lantern title. It's been really fun. And I'm glad to have a DC title that is more than just Batman. Because I gotta get the bat. Next title, we are back over to Marvel. And this is, I do believe, this is going to be the final issue of Vengeance of the Moon Knight. Very cool cover. I can't believe we're on issue number 9. Where does the time go? Where's my gray hairs, man? I got so many gray hairs now. At the very beginning, I remember them were saying they were going to kill Mark Spector. I was like, okay, I gotta hop on here. Moon Knight has always been interested me because of the whole Batman-ness of it. Some would say it's a ripoff. I think he's a little bit more different than that. But I wanted to see where we're gonna go. I wanted a new starting point. Vengeance of the Moon Knight kind of gave me that. It also brought me into talking more about what the Moon Knight is. I got a little bit of a taste of that with the show, but you can really get to see the Midnight Mission, his friends, and you get to see what it's like to impersonate him. Now, the impersonator was revealed to be the Shroud. And the Shroud, then the Blood God for Blood Hunt, used all the dark energy and was able to then block out the sun, hence Blood Hunt. But it looks like the Shroud survived that ordeal, and he may still be masquerading as a Moon Knight, as a Dark Moon Knight. Now, Khonshu didn't like that. Khonshu told Mark Spector, you have to find this false Moon Knight and take him out, basically. So, I do believe that is where we're headed with this. Of course, covers can be misleading, and covers are misleading, but this is a pretty badass cover. So that's the Shroud version of Moon Knight, and a Mark Spector who has been resurrected. Who could have thunk it? He is after the Shroud now. He's going after him. So, can't wait to hop into that. That is Moon Knight Vengeance of the Moon Knight, issue number 9. And we are going to get a new Moon Knight title, I think next week or in October. I think we have a new Moon Knight. Yeah, right here. Phases of the Moon Knight's it's a different tie-in. There's another Moon Knight coming out in October. Absolute Batman, brother. October 9th. Can't wait for that. I guess I already spoiled that one for you guys. If it's October 9th, you'll see which one. You'll see me getting that. Next one, we are back over to DC. Now, we are enjoying this Elseworld title. I have the original behind me in my collection. Over there. It's over there. But this is Batman, Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age. Issue number 3. Really digging this Elseworld story. I love how they change up. Oh, this is issue number 4. My bad. Issue number 4. I can't read. Issue number 4. And this is Andy Diggle, Leonardo Fernandez, and Matt Hollingsworth. Really digging this title. I like seeing where all these characters are and how this different world is interpreting them. It's like the Kryptonian Age is something way different inside of Gotham by Gaslight. We meet Diana Prince, who is from Themyscira here, and we hear a little bit of a difference of what the Amazonians are like in this Elseworld. There's a couple of Elseworlds that I don't really enjoy. We watched a movie on HBO Max recently. It was like an Elseworld, and it was like Primal World or something. A little bit too far out here. I like having similarities with the continuity that we know and enjoy, and I like seeing it in different thematics. So that's where this one fits in. I'm having a good time with it, and it's cool to see Bruce Wayne and Selena Kyle's relationship in here and how it differentiates. So that's Batman Gotham. That's Gotham by Gaslight. Batman Gotham by Gaslight, The Kryptonian Age, issue number 4. Now I have to read all these comics. That's the hardest part, is reading all these comics. Really do need to. Okay, and the next one, back to Marvel. See how we set it up. Reading them is the hard part, no joke. Yes. So I still have this stack. This is the stack that I was working on before, and then there's another stack on the floor from just the last couple weeks. The last couple weeks have been heavy. Dude. 4D chess, mind blown. Yeah, 4D chess. I'm switcherooing around. Next one's from Marvel, and this is from Simone Marquez and Wilson. So Gail Simone. This is the Uncanny X-Men, issue number 2, aka Who Are the Outliers? So in the last issue, we had Rogue, Gambit, and Wolverine take down this god? I think he was like a god or something. He had the eye of what's in Doctor Strange's necklace? Eye of, good lord, I forgot. I'm not nerd smart, what can I say? But anyways, they took that out of the dragon. The dragon had it. Yes, Agamotto, the Eye of Agamotto. So I don't know if this was Agamotto, I have to double check, but they were able to get the Eye of Agamotto from him and basically able to push away this serpent demon out of, it was hanging out in Teotihuacan or Mexico City, and then they went to this secluded area. Really touching part with the story was that Wolverine can tell when someone is going to have some health issues. So they visit this kid who is a big fan of the X-Men. Wolverine senses something, and he basically gives them a warning of like, we might need to get out of here. And it just so happens that the kid then goes into like an epileptic shock and dies there. So Rogue is very sad. The kid was a mutant too, by the way. But then they're sad, and then Wolverine takes them to a place. It was Gambit. Gambit takes them to a place that he kind of grew up around there in Louisiana. And so they're hanging out by the campfire. Rogue and Logan and Gambit are all talking about being X-Men and what it means, and Scott's doing his thing up in Alaska and that kind of stuff. And then all of a sudden, there's some ruffling in the forest, and there's a bunch of mutant kids basically like asking for help. So it looks like that is who the Outliers are, and they're being either tested on or they're being messed up by some type of entity. We don't know who it is yet, but we did see them getting basically tortured and hunted down. So that's the mystery of the story right there. And I'm digging it. I'm digging the first one. It was really heavy in that one moment where Logan can like smell, and he even said like, oh, I sensed that something was up. That was pretty cool. So we'll see what happens in issue number 2 of the Uncanny X-Men from Marvel. But yeah, that was a touching moment. Dig the song. Okay, 2 issues left. Now this one's a big kahuna. This one was kind of what the title of the stream was for. It was a new title from DSTLRY. Now, it's the final countdown. Dang right, Brett. I wonder if this dude's last name is really Brothers, or is it the David Brothers? I bet it's just Brothers. But anyways, I love DSTLRY stuff. I love how they are actually funding the artists. I love that they can do basically whatever they want. I forgot that I need to look up Scott Snyder's White Boat and see when that is coming out again. I think I missed a couple issues. In any case, we got this new one from Chip Zdarsky. David Brothers, Marcus Toe, Matt Wilson, Marvin Cian Pierre, and Ariana Maher. And this is Time. Is it Time Awaits? Time Waits. Very cool. I know nothing about it. This was an $8.99 title, but let me show you what you get from DSTLRY and why they're probably my favorite publisher. I mean, these of course are, I was gonna say this is teen plus, so this isn't mature like some of the other ones are. The cover looks like a little messed up, but you get really great size. This is the full-on magazine size. You get good quality print, good quality covers, beautiful. Somna, yeah, Somna, that's what it was. Somna was basically XXX, yeah. But that one said a dark erotic tale, so, or it was like a dark bedtime story. I like Somna. I like it a lot. They actually do have a hardcover collector's edition. Pretty cool if you're interested in that. But this one, I was told that this one was kind of like, if you remember, I know Ryan Johnson is like a bad word in nerd spheres, but he did Looper, and a lot of people liked Looper. So this one has to do, I'm thinking like Looper, Time Cop, time travel-y, that kind of thing. So I am all down. I really do like hardcover for hardcore. Yeah. I think it does collect the covers in the back too. It has a cover gallery. But this one, you know, Chip Zdarsky is pretty hot right now. He's so hot right now. He's so hot. And he's doing a great job with, I think, the Marvel stuff. I think he was doing, was he doing, or is that Hickman? Hickman may have been doing. Zdarsky is something else. Zdarsky was Batman, I think. One mixed Star Wars reputations. Yeah. Oh no, is Lewis a Last Jedi defender? It's fine if you did, dude. I think it is. I think Last Jedi is beautiful. Cinematically is beautiful. It's got some of the best shots in this series, in my opinion. Nerds are wrong. You like Ryan Johnson? It's alright. You're not an apologist, but I saw the vision. I saw the vision, for sure. I think he was a prequel hater, for sure. Time Waits, Chip Zdarsky. I can't wait to read this, but this is gonna be at the bottom of my pull list, or the bottom of my read list. I'm gonna make a show. What do you guys think about a live show called The Read List? Where I wake up early on Saturday morning and then read the comics with like an overhead camera. Drink coffee and read comic. Time Waits by DSTLRY. Hickman? The first. I keep saying Hickman. I keep saying Hickman. No, I'm not, but I like the movie, but I'm not one of those hardcore nerds like that. I see what people like and don't like about it. I see where they are coming from. Me too. I think when I came out of the theater, I was like, whoa, dude, oh my god. They blew up the crazy ship with the other ship. Wait, no, why hasn't anybody done that? And then we started talking about it more and more. And then it started being like, why don't they do that more and more? You know, we started asking more and more questions. We started like questioning if Luke would do that kind of thing. And yeah, I don't know. To me, it just seemed like too much of a change off screen for the Luke to act that way. He knew the third movie was very much a middle movie for sure. But the problem was, I don't think JJ wanted the story to go that way. It was disappointing just because, dude, you're fine. You can like TLJ. I liked, like I said, the cinematography I think was great. The vision was there. I don't think the story was there. And I don't like how there was no overall plan. And I honestly do want to see Colin Trevorrow's third movie made with, I don't know if they can do AI or animation, something like that. We need to see that version. I just mostly want to see it for the creativeness. JJ didn't have it. No, he didn't. He did what he normally does. He has, which I started talking about this. The first Star Trek movie that he did, it actually doesn't have that many mystery boxes. It doesn't. I think there was a plan, Ryan. He had a script written while they were filming. I don't know. He had a script, but while they were filming Force Awakens. Despite the stigma of the prequels, everything still has to connect. It does. I don't know if there was a plan. Okay, we're on the last copy. You guys know what that means? That is the pick of the week. Tartakovsky's Star Wars directly connected to Revenge of the Sith. Yes. Best Clone Wars. Yes. No joke, when I see a name like that now, I think of, what's that one dude's Dune that he was going to make? Dune movie not made. That's what it was. Jodorowsky. Yes. Yes, Jodorowsky's Dune. Whenever I see someone's name like that, I think of that guy now. What a wild movie that was. I watched that Dune and I honestly loved how creative it was. Is Dune Messiah the next movie? Yes, it is. So apparently it's in the writing phases right now. I think that's what Denis said. But Denis, I think, wants to do something else. Yeah, the documentary. It showed all the creativeness of Jodorowsky. Showing just how crazy he was getting all these artists together, and I think the vision, the vision honestly was there, and that's why a lot of movies were inspired by his book, and they owe a lot to his book, in my opinion. They do. Star Wars. Anyways, finally, really quick, this is the final issue in this series that I have had an amazing time with, and I cannot shout it out enough. This is Scotty Young, Jorge Corona, Jean-Francois Bellew, and Nate, I think it's Picos. This is Ain't No Grave, the final issue. Ain't No Grave, issue number 5. Our heroine, finally, will she finally meet death? Will she finally meet death? She has been going after death the entire time to stop death from taking her daughter. And that's where we're at. So the last issue was a very cool issue, and I wish I got paid to write that issue because it was just a lot of pictures. There was no dialogue until the very, 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 very end. A completed story in comics. Yes. A 5-issue run. The way it should be. That way we can all enjoy it with a good amount of time. So if kind of like this is actually one of my favorite titles to come out. It's Western-ish. So maybe it's my Western bias. But it's so fantastical at the same time. And she is not a good person. The character in here is not a good person. Things have come. One Piece is still going. I know it is. This person, you know, Scotty Young just had an idea, one complete idea, pasted out in 5 books. And we got it here. So in the future, I think it has to be a hardcover. It has to be a hardcover trade. If you can pick it up, or if you want to pick up the individual issues, definitely give it my recommendation. It's been a long day. I've been up since 4:30. We finished that video this morning. Actually, we finished it yesterday. Took about 4 hours to edit. 3. Took 3 hours to edit. But again, really good time with this one. Sad to see it go. Maybe there'll be a continuation, but ain't no grave. Pick of the week. And that's this week. And that is this week. We got some of the normal titles. We got some new stuff. Sad it's over. Happy it happened. Not happy it ended. Sad it's over. Happy it happened. Happy it happened. Okay, so we do have books to review, and then we have our knickknacks. We can do our knickknacks. You guys want knickknacks? Is The Simpsons ever going to end too? No, because I think they're going to use the voices in AI and just keep paying the estate. I think that's what's going to happen. I think AI is going to get a lot better, and they're just going to keep paying out the estate, and it's going to keep the ball moving with that forever content. Dude, do you guys remember early Simpsons? It actually had a lot of morals. It had a lot of like family morals in the beginning. And it was something that was like universal. Maybe it was the early 90s, late 80s that they had to have these things. You know, it was dictated by the government that you had to have some type of morals or redeeming qualities. But now I feel like it's chasing the Family Guy ball. And honestly, I don't even like Family Guy anymore. Family Guy is gone for me. Comedically. We are done professionally. You'll eat your slop and you'll like it. Yeah. Your rewrites are so good. Thank you. I need to think of another thing to do. I heard James Earl Jones did a lot of recordings for his voice before he passed. I heard that too, and I think they were using the software for Respeecher for Obi-Wan Kenobi. Family Guy at least knows what it is. It does. It does. And it pushes the boundaries. It does. But it's a whole thing. I just can't do it anymore. It's been around too long. It's too... Like I said, The Simpsons kind of... It had rules. It had a universal rules. And not saying like that they couldn't break the rules. Like Homer didn't die falling into the gorge or something. More of an American Dad guy. It's crazy to see the popularity of American Dad. I never hopped on board. When it was on Adult Swim, I would usually watch something else when I had cable. I was really waiting for Robot Chicken to come on. I like Robot Chicken. American Dad is way funnier. That's crazy. I would never see the day where that would be funnier. That's astonishing, actually. Ready for the knick-knack, guys? Well, let's do knick-knack. It's 8 o'clock. Robot Chicken Star Wars is my favorite. Robot Chicken Star Wars is really good. Yeah. I did like Family Guy Star Wars too, Blue Harvest. I don't remember seeing the other ones. I thought they did come out with multiples, but yeah. I do remember the first one, Blue Harvest. And the funny story was they didn't expect to do more, so they already used the title of Blue Harvest. Paige and Papa Palpatine. Yeah, I remember that one. When he picked up the phone, he's like, "Go for Papa Palpatine." And he talks about the club. Give him the club. So, I found, by the way, this is the look at timed it perfectly. So I actually went to Ross today, and if you are interested in toys or memorabilia or, you know, some things, sometimes you find a diamond in the rough. Sometimes you do. I actually found a Black Series toy of Princess Leia behind me at Ross for like $5, and it was retailing for like $15 online. So when I saw this one, I wasn't really interested, but honestly, I don't have enough of these guys. I only have one, and it's a statue of anime. But I just couldn't resist, and it was also half off at Ross. So again, go by Ross, maybe weekly if you're interested in toys. You could find a diamond in the rough. But this is a Bandai Namco Solid Edge Works. He got it at Ross. He got it at Ross. Is it a pop? No, it is a Bandai Namco statue, Solid Edge Works number 13 from the Dragon Ball series, and it's Piccolo. It's a good condition box too. I don't know if he's in there. That's what he looks like. And this was $14. 14. Look, he has two different, he has swappable heads. So you can have him in wraps. Chala head chala. But yeah. So I don't know, do you open these or do you just leave them in the box? Like with pop figures, I know you leave them in the box. We took out the one from Bandai Namco of Biancula from Bleach. But should I leave it in the box or should I open these? Oh. Never take it out? Never open it? Never open it? I don't know, what's the cool thing? Never open it? It's a good box too. Like I said, I don't even know if he's in there. I don't know if someone opened him up, took him out, and put a rock in there. It's Ross, don't you know? But yeah. Hey, shout out to Ross. Your toy, your call? Yeah, I don't know. They're just statues. They don't do much. Just to look cool, I guess. Yeah, that's what I was thinking. Like, it's just a statue. I mean, I got, like, the models, of course. I need to make an anime corner. Because I got all these. I got EVA Unit 01 with a bunch of accessories. I got my Gundam right here, too. Which I need those stands. I need the Bandai Namco stands. I needed that water. But yeah, good find from Ross. I got it at Ross. Evangelion was weird. Oh, fuck yeah, I love it. I love how weird Evangelion is. I love how depressing it is. But yeah, good find. Good find at Ross. I went in for a can opener, and I'm like, you know what? Let's go check. We found some Star Wars toys in the past. We found some good stuff, but we found a good statue. So yeah. I don't know. We'll see if I open them up or not. It's a good find, though. Really good box. Pristine. Pristine. Like I said, there might be a rock in there. I don't know. And then we just got this in the mail. I could save this for another pull list. I hate Eva. Visceral dislike. Aww. Now, which ones did you watch? Did you watch the TV show or did you watch the Rebuild series? Rebuild series. Do you think Kojima was influenced by Hideaki Anno? Was it on Hideki? I think a lot of otakus definitely were influenced by Evangelion. But it came out in the 90s, so I don't think so, because that came around the same... They influenced each other? I can see that. Because Metal Gear Solid came out the same year as EVA TV series. But I do see a lot of otaku-ness with both, really. And I love Metal Gear. I love Metal Gear, I love Evangelion. Taking the shipping sticker off. Taking the shipping sticker off. Alright, I don't know if you can tell from that. Bloop. Alright, so we got special delivery by USPS. There's a guy named Otacon. Yeah, I know. Otacon. I got Solid Snake on my wall. Loser pissed himself. Dude, if you saw... You're like one of my Japanese animes. If you saw that in your laboratory, you would pee yourself too. And it's so cute, him and Sniper Wolf. You should voice act? No. No, maybe. We'll see. Really? What was the really to? Sorry, Lewis. What was the really to? It's like one of my Japanese animes. Your range is so good. Thank you. Oh, that's loud as fudge. I should just cut it. But we got this in the mail. We backed something a long time ago. That one? Oh. I'm confused now. I confuse. I'm down to voice act. It was funny, I put up some shorts, so what I told you last week was a lie. I've been making short content again. Yeah, my bad. I'm probably missing it, honestly. I'm tired as balls. But I posted some shorts, and on there they were like, you can do young, you can do old. You have a solid hero voice. You grizzled veteran is pretty good too. Oh, thank you, thank you. That's because I spent a lot of time alone. Anyways. I'm messing with your worldview, blowing your mind. Too much, Lewis. You need to get off the ayahuasca, my friend. By the way, this is a really good knife. This is a really good sword. This is a very good sword. By the way, was Aragon messed up for doing that? Do you remember that? Was Aragon messed up for doing that? He handed that kid a sword and he's like, if I cut myself, I'm very sorry. This is a good sword. That shit is dull as fudge. Right? In Two Towers, wasn't that sword like a piece of junk and he just waves it around? He's like, nah, it's a good sword. He just doomed that kid. I always thought about that. You can do a British accent. Oh, you can? You can do a British accent? Good. I tried to do Stewie Griffin. I used my Heavenly Sword pre-order bonus as a letter opener. What the hell was that? Was it a sword? This actually is an American-made knife. This might be loud. I apologize. It is very loud. This is actually a really good camping knife that I got from Tour Knives. American made. This is called the Gunslinger. Very good American made knife. Solid. Fixed blade. Oh, mini replica of the sword in the game. Gotcha. I need to get a different sheath though, but it's like a camping blade. You can do Stewie Griffin. That's not good. Okay, what's inside? It is. Heavenly Sword is a classic. This is the second knick-knack of the week, you guys. Okay, cool. Mando! They hate you, Mando. I went to an antique store and saw some new 52 Batman comics. Didn't you want to just breathe heavily? With holographic covers. Each comic had Joker or different villains or Batman on them. The covers moved and looked cool. Dang. How much were they, Mando? Knick-knack, double attack. Stick it in the back of your pack with a Kodak. Ooh, just in time for Halloween. So I backed this book months ago. Months ago. I cannot tell you when I backed it. This is book 1 of Dracula by Matt Wagner, Kelly Jones, and Jose Villarrubia. Look at that. Dracula. I love me some Dracula. Beautiful. Beautiful book. Do you guys want to look inside? So this was a Kickstarter that I actually funded from Matt Wagner and Kelly Jones. It just looked really cool. I heard about it. I backed it. And funny story, they were trying to contact me for like 3 weeks via email. I don't check my email. They were saying you need to fill out this survey to be able to ship you your book. I could have gotten this 3 weeks ago. Don't answer my emails. Work emails are different. Personal, I don't ever look at them. Usually it's bad news or bills. But I backed this guy, and should I open it right now? Do you guys want to see inside? I mean, I'm going to open it no matter what. I don't want to use the super duper blade. I'm going to use this thing instead. $15 each? $15 for a holographic New 52. Joker cover had chattering teeth. Ooh, that's messed up. The Batman New 52 was actually bomb, in my opinion. I liked that Joker arc. It was dark as fudge, because Scott Snyder, Greg Capullo were doing that. If it was early New 52. I don't know if it was Tom King. I kind of left when Tom King took over. No offense, Tom. All the defense. A Scarecrow cover that crows around him that actually looked like they were moving and flying. That's sick. I wonder, I don't remember a Scarecrow with Scott. Was that Scott? Or was that Tom? Because Tom took over for year, was it year 0? It was not all new, all different. That's Marvel. I'm trying to think. Never read the New 52, but the covers looked cool. I actually got a couple of New 52 was when I was collecting. When New 52 came out, I actually started collecting books in 2011, 2010. And then after a while, I just fell off. I don't know why. It might have been because my local store closed down, the one that I went to. They moved and then they closed. But and then I just never was interested in finding another store, which I'm glad I have a store now that I go to. It's really nice to have a home store, home local comic shop. It's a lot less shiny. We were gonna open it anyways. All right, book 1, The Impaler. Oof. Beautiful. This is gonna be good. Oh, fudge sickles. The art. Oh my god. My color scheme do purple. Let's try to find a good page. So it actually, ooh, they give you a history lesson on the character of Dracula. Very cool. Very cool. It says, "Welcome to my house. Enter freely and of your own will." So they go over Bram Stoker and they go over Bram Stoker? My bad. Bram Stoker. Oh god, I'm too tired. They go over Bram Stoker's Dracula, and then they go over the real guy. Oh, this is definitely M-rated. Holy crap. Let me see. Yeah, you can see this one, right? So this is how it starts, guys. Beautiful. Read it in voice. You got the original Batman vs. Predator issue 1 and 2? Oh, dude. What year was that? Is that Long Ears Batman? Because I loved that era of like late 80s, early 90s when it was a lot of Aliens versus Predator. It was a lot of Alien versus Predator stuff. I remember the game. I remember the arcade game. Batman versus Predator could be sick. Read what in the voice? The history? In what voice? Was Bram Stoker British? Or is it welcome to my house? Enter freely and of your own will? Is it that voice? Is it like what is it? The Count musical from, oh my god, Forgetting Sarah Marshall? A creepy vamp voice? Stop saying Stroker. Blah. With those immortal words, reading for generations, were introduced to arguably one of the most famous literary creations of the ages. The terrifying vampire lord, Count Dracula. For over a century, this urbane monster has represented the ultimate prototype of the supernatural predator in most people's minds. He has been portrayed in countless films, comics, and novels, and his iconic name is literally known around the world. Is this working for you guys? It's a lot of effort. Standing in the shadows of those myriad depictions and extensions of his legendary creation, one must ponder the question: does the world need another Dracula incarnation? I can't even think. Incarnation? 1991, his ears seemed like the length of Michael Keaton Batman cowl ears. Oh, that's not too bad. I was hoping it was the super duper duper long ears that I have a couple of books from. It was from the early 90s. 91, maybe they were trying to get some of that Batman Returns money. That would make sense. Kelly Jones is the most acclaimed horror comics artist of our day. An illustrative maestro of all things malevolent and macabre. I need to get issue number 3 to have a complete arc. Ooh, that'd be sick. I wonder how much eBay is for that. I wonder how much eBay or something. I really do one Saturday morning, Disney's one Saturday morning, want to wake up and try to find a garage sale. And maybe do like a little vlog. I think that'd be fun. Where was I? Crap. There I am. His richly textured ink lines, combined with his atmospheric draftsmanship, have given spine-chilling life to a vibrant litany of nightmarish narratives over the years. He has amassed a loyal readership who love his unique and evocative art and all of his forms. Street content. Yeah, street content, exactly. Not too bad. I saw an issue in decent shape for $11. That's not bad. That voice is so silly. The voice is, I don't know if it's working for y'all. He's also been my friend, my dear friend, for over 30 years. Kelly and I first met during various promotional signings when we both... I'm going into like Borat now. Yeah, to find it again. Promotional signings when we both contributed both art of the Season of the Mists story arc in Neil Gaiman's blockbuster series, Resentment. It's working for all of you. Did you beat Star Wars Bounty Hunter yet? I didn't. I need to get back to that, huh? We need to get back to that. We played a lot of Space Marine in the last, you're in tears. We played a lot of Space Marine on Sunday and over the weekend. Why are you using this voice? Because you said to use it. You said, what? I could just read it normal. This is the intro. Printed in China. Come on, y'all. We could do better than that. Come on, guys. Kel and I hit it off immediately with our similar sense of humor and mutual love for all things dark and monstrous. Ever since those earliest days of our friendship, we'd always intended to work together someday. A collaboration that we both felt certain would result in something unforgettable. But as in often the case, our lives and careers took us both in different separate directions for many years, until, during a recent exchange on social media, Kelly again revived the idea that, quote, we really do have to work together someday. The only difference this time around was, I had an idea in mind that I thought would suit both of our interests and strengths. Anyone who read Grendel knows that I've long had a fascination with vampires, and entombed somewhere in that obsession was a desire to someday try my hand at a rendition of the granddaddy of all bloodsuckers, the most famous vampire of them all. Last lever on Bounty Hunter will remind you of a nightmare before Christmas Halloween Town. It's spooky. Should I save that for spooky season? Author Bram Stoker was an Irish former civil servant turned theater manager who eventually also tried his hand at writing melodramatic and somewhat lurid novels to no great success. At some point in the early 1890s, he encountered the legends and superstitions of Transylvania, an area that he never visited in person, and began to formulate the basis of a story centered around a character he originally christened Count Vampire. After years of making extensive notes outlining what was to become of his most famous novel, he made the fortuitous decision to change the name of his sinister title character to Dracula. So good. He talks more and more about it, but yeah. Have you ever seen 1966 Adam West? Yes, I did. I actually own it on VHS. I think we taped it. It's not an original 1966. I think we taped it from a TV series. We taped it from a TV showing. So it's on a burned VHS. Here's what I'm reading, by the way. So it shows Vlad the Impaler. It shows the first cover of Bram Stoker's Dracula. And then here is Bram Stoker himself. Bram Stoker. That's what I was just reading. So let me try to find a good page without any, nope, I turned directly to nudity. So this was a Kickstarter book, by the way. So if you do want to look for something that you can help out with, Kickstarter does have a bunch of books that look really cool, look really interesting. And they could probably use your help if you want to fund them. I had a good experience with these guys. It was fairly quick. And it's a good quality book. I don't like that it was printed in China. It's not my favorite. There are a couple pages that are, it goes from kind of like glossy to kind of a rough. The art is fantastic. This is freaking awesome. The art is really cool. Let me see if I can find a good page. It's definitely a really classic horror style. Really thick on the black lines. And the darkness of there. Let me see. There's an animal eating someone's face off. And I can show that. I can show that. I can't show nudity, but I can show that. Behold, demon! It reminds me of like 80s. It reminds me of like 80s. Very cool. The color choices, I think it's very 80s because they don't pick a lot of these colors anymore. the yellows, the bright. It's kind of like a little bit of a mixture of some of the Creepshow books that we have too. I really do want to do a garage sale. I don't know why it's rough, guys. And then it goes like glossy again. It's so weird. It's so weird. Let me see if I can show you this page. And then it goes back to nudity. Oh shoot. I'm glad I don't have the overhead cam activated. Let me see if I can show this one. It's kind of cool. Wilhelm. It's very old school. Look at that, like on over here. It reminds me of something from Swamp Thing that I was reading, which I need to get back to. Very cool. So, can't wait. This was the second knickknack of the week. I am excited to get into it. Matt Wagner, Kelly Jones, with Jose Villarubia. Bright colors, strong shadows. Yes, exactly. Like really, the yellows are very rare in nowadays. Very rare. But I dig it, and that's the second knickknack of the week. I'm gonna save that one for Halloween time. I found out recently that when it came out, Italy put out posters showing Adam West Batman wearing a black and red costume. McFarlane is making a black and red costume Adam West Batman figure. Really? McFarlane? That'd be kind of cool. I hope that guy's estate's making a lot of money, huh? Is it this one? Multiverse? Oh, is this just someone's... What? Oh, this is just someone reviewing it. Oops. Red and black figure. Maybe that's not it. Let me see. No. That's not it. Yeah. Huh. Yeah, I can't find it. That one's kind of cool. A Batman that's a Betrositus. That's cool. I'll have to look it up though. Red Hood. On my channel. Okay. You have Ernest on your channel? It's so cute. Where is it? Is it a short? Mandalorian. Dang, dude, look at your Walmart exclusive video. That's nice. Look at you. Oh, the Goldar. The GameStop exclusive Goldar. That's cool. Let me shout you out. Mando. Mando. They hate you, Mando. They hate you, Mando. Plays his theme song for Batman, so don't play it. But yeah, thank you. Yes, perfect. I love that. Dude, Batman Forever was such a thing. I'll say that. Where is it, dude? Oh, there it is. Yeah. Very nice. Got it. Oh, sick. Look at that. Why did they do that to him? Why did they do that to him? That's crazy. That's cool. Composition wise, it's a badass poster. The red though, I'm not digging it. Well, Robin, they can't find me 'cause I'm wearing red. They just put out posters like that. That's whack. Why would they do that though? Is it like McDonald's? They thought it was gonna get more attention because it's yellow and red. Oh my god. I don't know. I really like the blue. Personally. Ramen. Oh, nice. That'd be good. Sick. Maybe they are colorblind? Cause look at you got the Joker in red too. That's true. Holy macaroni, Batman. Yeah, Batgirl. She was a bunch of boys' first crushes, huh? She really was. Like, we had Kimberly, the Pink Ranger, personally. We had Kimberly. They had Batgirl. That's a weird design. That is a weird design. Look at all of them. This was so goofy, yeah. Look at all of them together. That's cool that they put her in that suit, though. Did she ever wear gray and blue on the show? She only wore purple, right? That's cool. I like that. The Joker. It's insane. Thanks for showing that. It's cool. What time is it? 8:40. Thanks for watching. Why aren't I subscribed to you, Mando? There you go. Why wasn't I subscribed to you, Mando? Man. I can show you guys what I read. Do you guys want me to review them? I can just go good, bad, good, bad. No. Man, we read this much so far. That gray and blue Batgirl is based off of the 66 comic. Thanks for the sub. No worries, Mando. Of course. They hate you, Mando. But we've actually read a good amount of books so far. We have a lot more to go through. In addition to what we got this week, we got 2 weeks. And then I got more. But yeah, I can tape these shut. Basically, what we can do. We can put these over here now. Not a good idea. Then where's mine? I still haven't cleaned up, dude. I spent a lot of time in this room over the weekend. Do you buy Marvel and DC comics, or do you just collect one brand? I collect any brand really that interests me. It's kind of a non-answer. Why did I put it on this stick in the first place? I collect both. I collect DC, Marvel. Honestly, number-wise, my number one publisher is probably Marvel. Number 2 publisher is probably Image, and then 3 DC. But I am a Batman fan, number 1. I'm a huge Bat fan. Like, Batman's my favorite, and then it goes probably... Oof. Who's my second favorite superhero? I was gonna say like Daredevil, but I'm on an X-Men kick right now, and I grew up with a bunch of X-Men content in the early 90s. They were so hot. X-Men were just so hot. So I got kind of force-fed a bunch of X-Men stuff. Let's see how that looks. What about you? I need to unplug it. Please hold. Works. Color is a little bit different. You should buy the old Dark Horse Django Fett Open Seasons comics or graphic novel. It shows the backstory of Django and Montross for the Bounty Hunter game. That's pretty sick. Did that come out before or after the game? Or like the same time? So, Ultimate Spider-Man, issue number 8. Had a good time with this one. We finally get to see Tony Stark interact with this universe's Peter Parker. There's no fighting. I don't know why they do that with covers. It makes it look like they're gonna actually like fight. They didn't fight. There's no fighting. It was more so them talking to each other and then Tony kind of saying, "All right, I'm out." I kind of taped this one wrong already. I've been doing smaller bits and then on the edges instead of the middle. I don't know if it matters. But yeah, we get to see Tony Stark and Peter Parker finally talk. And then a little bit of interaction with Uncle Ben and J. Jonah Jameson talking to Peter about quitting his job and working with them instead. And Peter's kind of not for it. He wants to be sure that he has money for Mary Jane and the kids. So again, great issue with Ultimate Spider-Man. I dig it so much. Around the same time, the book comic book, yes. I used to have almost every GI, a Real American Hero comic from issues 2 to like 150. No way. What year were those? Like 84, 85? And they took up a lot of room, so I sold them. Oh my god. Please tell me you got a good amount at least. Please tell me you got a good amount. This one, Cruel Universe. Cruel Universe, issue number 1. This is like a science fiction, and again, it kind of reminds me of like Black Mirror, but put it more so in the pulp days. Again, what these guys are doing, which is an entertaining comic. I read this one, and then I have Epitaphs of, I think, Terror or something like that. You'll see it in a second. They're kind of bringing back the pulpy, old school comic. And so I'm really enjoying these a lot. They're about 3 or 4 stories per comic. Written by different people with different artists. And it really does, like I said, harken back to the old... Almost like I used to read Boy's Life because I was subscribed to that through the Boy Scouts and the Cub Scouts. Boy's Life used to have a bunch of comic books that were kind of like that. Not that they were horror comics, but they were like lesson comics, moral comics. The 80s. They were from the 80s. Cruel Universe. Science. It's science. The series is still going and written by Larry Hama. I made a decent amount. Okay, that's good. I'm glad you did. That would suck. Red Coat, issue number 5 from Ghost Machine. Another great title from them. This is some people's least favorite. I think it's one of my favorites. I mean, there's only 3. So it goes Rook, Geiger, and then Red Coat. I love... No worries, dude. Thank you for stopping by, Mando. Have a great week, Mando. They hate you, Mando. Have a great week, man. Thank you for stopping by. And I think I'll spin up Bounty Hunter this weekend. On Sunday. For the Pixel Space, we'll jump back into Bounty Hunter. I got pissed off at that level, dude. I can't beat that level. Maybe I'll try to beat that level before I play it online. I'd hate for you guys to see the same thing over and over again. But yeah, man, Red Coat, having a good time with it. It's its play on historical figures in American lore is really fun. And also Albert Einstein, really fun. This is the way. This is the way. Damn right, Mango. I called you Mango. It means it's bedtime, but I have to wash the dishes. Have a good night, Mango. Good night, Mando. Okay, Daredevil, Woman Without Fear, issue number 2. She's fighting the Punisher. I don't like this Punisher at all. I'm pretty sure Marvel canceled his comic run already, and I can see why. He's literally Frank Castle. Just not calling him Frank Castle. I'm gonna head out too. Pretty tired myself. All good, Brett. I'm just gonna tape these suckers shut real quick and then call it a night myself. But thanks for hanging out as always, Brett. Hope you have a great week. Hope you have a good rest tonight. And thank you so much again. Thank you, dude. Thank you, dude. They hate you, Mando. Seriously, this is just Frank Castle, but blonde, bro. Frank Castle blonde. Good night, everyone. Calling it a night as well. All good, Lewis. Good night, dude. Thank you for stopping by. Thank you for hanging out. And we will see you later. I need to double check on your channel. Have you put anything up yet? Have you put anything up recently? Not yet. It's messed up for me to say yet. Let's see. Take your time, dude. Yeah, the animated style. Yeah, I remember the last one. Keep it going, bro. Hope you have a good week. Thanks again. Here it is. Epitaphs from the Abyss. From an entertaining comic. This one's pretty cool. This one's pretty funny. There was one mini story in there that was making fun of political people. I was laughing. I was having a good time with it. That's a good part about this stuff. It does have some like moral building and stuff. Not recently, Lewis. It's all good, bro. Let's just say I can't wait for the next one, dude. That's all. Whenever you get inspired to do one, I'll be waiting. That's barely on there, Matt. I know. But yeah, hope you're well, dude. Thank you for hanging out. Lewis! Lewis! Epitaphs from the Abyss. This is actually issue number 2. Had a good time with it, though. And then here's the first issue. This one was really funny. It made fun of people who get a shot in the arm for curing a disease or for helping them with a disease. I don't know if I want to say that on YouTube or not, but a really funny story with that. It was really one of those Tales from the Crypt stories. It reminded me a lot of Tales from the Crypt. Which I almost bought a Tales from the Crypt doll at this antique toy store. It would have been a weird purchase, but I do have fond memories of the Crypt Keeper. I actually had some like old decorations with the Crypt Keeper. I wish my mom saved them. Epitaphs from the Abyss. Oh, this was my pick of the week one week. Something Crawled Out. This was a great book. This is a good sold. This is a great book. I can't wait for the next issue. I think I have to wait. Another couple weeks. I think maybe October or something. But I really dug this one. I'm glad I gave it my pick of the week a couple weeks ago. Something Crawled Out. I think this story is about like a kidnapper, and also it has some supernatural abilities with it. But yeah, can't wait for the next issue. Something Crawled Out. Pretty gruesome first issue. Pretty gruesome. This was the last issue of Vengeance of the Moon Knight, which was issue number 7. This issue was actually when they broke Khonshu out of, what do you call it? I almost said Azeroth. Where's Thor from? I almost said Azeroth. That wouldn't be right. But they broke Khonshu out of there. And then Khonshu was able to then bring back the moon, which was important for Blood Hunt story. So it looks like we're 2 issues behind on Moon Knight. Vengeance of the Moon Knight. This is issue number 7. I gotta read 8. Asgard. That's it, Brett. Thank you. Brett, you're still here? Thanks for hanging out, Brett. Thank you, Brett. Yes, Asgard. Why would I was thinking Azeroth for some reason? I'm deep in the World of Warcraft. Too tired to get up. Oh, man. Oh, this one? Dude, Dick Tracy, issue number 4 has been killing it. I've been having a great time with this one. Really great detective noir, gangsters, with a little bit of like war PTSD thrown in from Dick Tracy, who's a World War II veteran. Great time. Great time. Hope you're not too tired, dude. You gotta be careful. Dude, one time I was so tired and sick, I almost fell in the shower. That was bad. That was bad time bears. I guess it's bad news bears, but like, is it happy time bears? Happy bad bears? Dick Tracy, issue number 4. Punch the mic. Here's the Green Lantern issue number 14 that I was just talking about. We're almost done. I only got a couple more to tape. It was a fun time though. Hope you guys had a good time too. It's always a blast hanging out with you guys. That's why I said if we need to do like a Saturday morning stream, reading comics, coffee and comics, that might be not a bad idea, bro. Maybe I'll do that as a special once a month thing. Coffee and comics. Coffee and comics catch up. Coffee and comics catch up. I like that. Alliteration is fun. Anyone who says it isn't is a liar. A liar. You're a goddamn liar. You're a goddamn liar and you know it. It's funny, I know someone who actually is a voice actor. And when he's reading a story to his kid, he does voices, right? And she actually tells him, "No, Daddy, use your real voice." I thought that was cute and funny. I'm like, no way. She's basically saying, leave your job at work, Dad. Gotham by Gaslight. I think that's issue number 2. Issue number 3. Oh, we are there. Daredevil issue number 12 was a good issue. He actually exorcised Wilson Fisk of his demon from there. And Wilson Fisk surprisingly said, "Forgive me, Father," because Matt is a priest. It was shocking to see him do that, but it's like a nice little story beat. I mean, you would believe in God and demons at that point too, right? I mean, it's kind of hard. It's kind of crazy that like demons exist in the Marvel universe and people aren't Christian or Catholic. I don't know. Are there angels too? I don't know if I've ever seen an angel. We may see Mephisto and Agatha all along. That comes out in a couple weeks. Can't wait to... Oh man, do I need to do that weekly or should I be doing that at the season end? Agatha all along. Honestly, oh my god. It's been a long time. The last Marvel show we reviewed was Echo. Right? It was. And then I reviewed the animation. Oh, Silicon Bandits, killer issue. Really good issue. Really good story. Taking lots of turns that I didn't expect it to go to. And Echo, dude, I was so amped on the marketing. I'm like, man, are they really gonna do it? Are they gonna pull it off? Are all of the stories gonna be a lie? That was the last one. Are all of these stories about the show sucking gonna be a lie? No. They weren't a lie. They weren't a lie. Not as many comics as I wanted to, but we're definitely gonna make a dent this weekend. I'm gonna be reading Saturday morning and playing some of the Space Marine 2 multiplayer over the weekend, Saturday morning. And then Sunday we'll be playing some more Star Wars Bounty Hunter. And maybe I'll play some of that so that way I'll get it out of the way. But we need to catch up. 100% we need to catch up. That's it for the pull list this week. It has been a fun week. Thank you all for watching. Thank you, Brett. Thank you, Lewis. Thank you, Mando. And thank you all for hanging out with me. We'll be back Sunday night at 7 p.m. Pacific for the Pixel Space, where we will be continuing our journey through a non-canon Star Wars story called Bounty Hunter HD Remake. So, thank you so much for hanging out with me, and we will see you Sunday. And if not, we'll see you next week on the pull list. Take care, have a good night, and have a better week.
Right now, when you go back in time at McDonald's, you can bring home special Stone Age souvenirs or uniquely chiseled bedrock mugs.
These will look great with my bone china.
They're made of the latest Stone Age material.
A little boy named Presley found a secret out this year that he was once a pharaoh when Egyptians ruled the world and now he's all sorts of things scared.
Super Toy Run, a game-grabbing, toy-snagging rampage through a KB Toy Works store. Nickelodeon created it, and only Nickelodeon's got it.
Hey, do not insult this animal's autonomy. She can decide who her papa is. What's it gonna be, girl, huh? Original recipe or Van Milder here? Ah, that's funny. I can gently tap the fourth wall, too. The proposal. What the fuck was that? Bitch, you think that's what I do? Both of you, shut up.
News alert. Someone is stealing Gotham City's power supply. Danger of citywide blackout.
When you want a Diet Coke,
Good night, Mando. Thanks for stopping by. Good night. Bye, guys.